Now at 5, Russian floodwaters like this in Santa Barbara are a common scene right now as a powerful storm system is hitting Southern California. The storm also triggering mudslides in some areas. And we're not out of the woods yet, with flood advisories in effect for LA, Ventura, and Orange counties. Good evening. Welcome to Fox 11 News at 5, exclusively on KCOP tonight with the Rams playing over on Fox 11. I'm Alex Michelson. Christine Devine is off tonight cheering on the Rams. We have team coverage. Susan Hirasuna is in Port Hueneme. Christina Gonzalez is in North Hollywood, but let's start with meteorologist Jonathan Novak tracking the storm in real time. Jonathan.
It's been a heck of a storm, Alex, folks. This has brought tremendous amounts of rain and continues to do so, as you can see, in Santa Barbara and Ventura counties especially. I've seen Santa Barbara County rainfall totals upwards of 10 to 12 inches in some of the higher terrain, but even at the coast, 5 or 6 inches. Now, let's get to what's happening at this moment. This area right here is a special marine warning. What that means, this yellow box, that this activity right here off the coast of Santa Barbara County has the ability to or could produce water spouts. Now, we had that happen early this morning, and that produced a tornado warning, or it prompted one, in Ventura County. We're having a similar situation, at least in terms of the possibility of that happening here, Santa Barbara County. Also in Santa Barbara County, there's a flood warning that goes until 1 a.m. for continued flooding all night long in Santa Barbara. You have gotten the worst of this storm, as well as Ventura County. Oxnard right now seeing some moderate to heavy rain moving from south to north. Now, what you see with this box, this is a flood advisory, and this is for most of Ventura County and most of LA County. And you can see that in the foothill communities, we've been seeing this rain move from south to north, and that will continue on. But as I show you in a moment, you're going to see that all this rain to the south, and we have more to go, unfortunately, is going to be riding up and affecting the coastline of LA County as well as Orange County and spreading inland. I'll show you that right here in the Futurecast. Notice here, I'm picking it up at 5 p.m. This is right now, and it is actually picking up quite well on what's happening at this moment. So when we look at what will happen tonight, we can have some fair confidence that this is how things will play out. Friday at 2:30 a.m., heavy rain hitting the coast of LA County. This will spread to the north and right up the foothill communities and unfortunately create flooding potential for those areas, especially here in LA County and into the foothill communities of San Bernardino County and the higher elevations of Riverside County. Now, I'll bring this through time into Friday at 6 a.m. and notice the rain will continue with pockets of heavy activity and storms possible through the morning commute, with an additional several inches of rain possible in those areas. The good news there is that at least Santa Barbara and Ventura counties will get somewhat of a break by late this evening into tomorrow morning. I'll have the extended forecast in the 7-day outlook a little later on, Alex. But for now, back to you.
All right, Jonathan, thank you. Evacuation orders and a tornado warning were issued earlier today for Port Hueneme in Ventura County. The area is preparing for more possible flooding tonight, as the radar just showed us. It's a big cell over that area right now. Fox 11's Susan Hirasuna is there live. Susan, looks like it's really coming down.
It is coming down once again, Alex. I want to just show you how high the water rose in this area. You see that it's about 10 inches there, even with the sandbags protecting that garage. There was a lot of damage. About 60 homes in this area were impacted by the high waters and the flooding, and about 10 people had to be rescued from their homes. Andy Vasquez thought she could keep the rain out of her family home.
I started grabbing towels and just putting them in the rooms and the corners, but within minutes it started flooding. I flooded probably like 3-4 inches, and then it went up to maybe a foot.
Her newly remodeled home now with watermarks on the furniture measuring 10 inches.
Everywhere.
Luz Rodriguez's home won Best Christmas Decorations in the retirement community of Hueneme Bay. Now it looks like this.
And I started hearing banging, and I thought, what the heck is that? And I heard boom, 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 like gurgling. So as I stepped down, and my dog was barking, oh my God, and then I walked
into water.
And I opened the door, and that was the biggest mistake, because everything the water just gushed like a river.
The water was so high, firefighters had to use a battering ram to get her out.
My dog, I have a little Yorkie, and he's swimming behind me, and my nightstands were floating around. I mean, the furniture was everywhere.
The force of the water was so strong, garage doors buckled, trapping cars inside. This Ring camera captured the moment a police car went by, sending up a strong wave that pulled a gate off its hinges. Joaquin Cano showed how high the water was in his home, then outside pointed to a water line more than 4 feet high. He said a police car stalled right next to his Honda.
The officer was on top of his car because it was flooded. It was done. I had to give him some bags so he could put his personal stuff in it because he didn't want to get it wet.
Oh, you rescued the cop? Is that what you're telling me?
He wanted a boat, but I don't have a boat, I told him.
Some residents immediately called in professional help to dry out their homes. Fox 11's Gigi Graciette interviewed Barbara Hellard about her plight.
And I went into the bathroom, and there was like 1.5 inches of water.
That rose high enough to stain her bedspread and soak her rugs.
We're going to help Barbara get rid of this rug, which is soaked, and it's just sitting on her beautiful wood floors. I'm going to get my photographer, Tony Butita. I'm going to put him to work.
Oh, thank you.
He's not just all good looks. We're going to make him work.
I appreciate anything you do for me.
Those Good Day LA News crews full service. Now, coming up at 5:30, you'll hear from some of the city officials who had an explanation as to why there was so much flooding in this one area. Reporting live in Port Hueneme, I'm Susan Harrison. Back to you.
Yeah, Tony Butita does it all, also a reserve sheriff's deputy. So that was going to be part of my question, Susan. I mean, is this particular area one that floods often? I mean, that seemed very dramatic.
They had never seen flooding like this ever before, and it really was unprecedented. But there is a way that this residential area is built which kind of contributed to the problem, because a lot of the houses are just a little bit higher than like this roadway, and so it kind of created this natural culvert, if you will. But when the water just rises so fast and the rain is so hard, eventually it's just going to keep pushing into the homes, which is, I mean, the channel is walkable from here, but again, because of high tides, because of the heavy rain, that was enough for the water to overflow the banks and right into this neighborhood.
There's nothing like the destructive power of water. Susan, thank you. We'll see you a little bit later on, but first we want to get to some more incredible video. This is also in Ventura County. This is Oxnard. The entire intersection completely filled with water, overflowing on the sidewalks, turning into a stream. This video was shot overnight at South J Street and West Channel Islands Boulevard. If you look closely at the cars parked alongside the side of the road, you can see the tires almost entirely submerged in that flood. Authorities are asking locals, if you see water like this, turn around. Don't drive into it. Flooded intersections in many parts of the San Fernando Valley have been an issue all day. Fox 11's Christina Gonzalez spotted several stranded drivers. She's live in North Hollywood with their stories. Christina.
Yeah, you know, Lancashire is back open. They actually had to close certain sections throughout the day because even an area that can see flooding when it rains, even for them, it was surprising with these cells, and they were caught off guard. Take a look at this.
I just started floating, basically. All the other cars were able to make it through, but when I tried...
Many a driver getting stranded as they tried to go through intersections in the San Fernando Valley where too much rain just came down too quickly. Even a semi at San Fernando and Tuxford. That's Sunland at Glen Oaks and Sun Valley. But off Lancashire in North Hollywood, the water flowing strong enough to push a mattress, even a trash bin, has to be stopped before it takes off down the street. The water flow here so strong, people can't walk through it.
I'm just trying to cross right now. I've never seen it before.
You can't cross?
No.
Yeah, don't try that.
It's just the rivers basically on the street form pretty big.
Pedestrians trying to maneuver their way around it. Sandbags can only help divert the flow at this point.
I always have to put the sandbags here, and I also have to put it over there by the retail spaces. It seems like it's a river.
It was a lot of rain that came down, wasn't it?
It was rain.
And a lot of it very quickly. The good thing is no damage to any businesses that we are aware of. I saw at least 5 cars towed away. We'll have to see what happens throughout the rest of the night. But keep in mind that Lancashire, if it starts to rain again, those cells, be careful. They will have to close it down at certain spots between Satakoy and Sherman Way. That's the main area affected. Live in North Hollywood, I'm Christina Gonzalez. Back to you guys.
Yeah, we've seen those problems so often there. Christina, thank you. Meanwhile, in the Hollywood Hills, last night's rain caused a mudslide at a home on North Sunset Plaza Drive. A portion of the upslope hillside giving way, the owner of the 2,800 square foot home, saying she heard the mud sliding into her backyard patio.
All of a sudden, we heard a bunch of water and looked out the window, and the mud and everything was coming down and wouldn't stop until the rain stopped. Fire department said it's a good thing we have a wall, because otherwise that would have been in the house.
No injuries were reported in the mudslide. Inspectors came out, gave a pretty good report, did not see any need for a formal evacuation. You can stay on top of the forecast and all this rain with the Fox Weather app. It has exclusive features like 3D mobile radar. It's free to download in the App Store.